up? Is the fear of live video keeping you from having success in your business? Probably. ILC TV, we have an exclusive interview with a good friend of ours, Julie Reynolds, who is a live video expert, and she's a therapist that helps people create confidence in their businesses. So stay tuned for this episode of ILC TV. It's going to be a good one. If you're not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing because we put out videos that help you build a better business, become a better entrepreneur, and truly live a better life of freedom by creating an online business. So if that's the kind of stuff you like, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and enjoy this interview. Going out there, crushing it, doing her thing. She is a licensed professional counselor. She is a network marketer. We actually met her through kind of cross-line to our network marketing team. She's got a cool new YouTube channel. Her specialty is private therapy. She focuses on mindset, confidence. She helps people with anxiety and depression and their self-esteem. She's got a couple courses out. She's the creator of the Mindset Money Generator. She's also the creator of the Ultimate Facebook Live Guide. And our good friend, she's trained our team. She's been awesome. She's a mother. She's a wife. She is going out there doing her thing. Julie Reynolds, what up?
Hey, I'm so excited to be here. You are like talking me up. I'm like, wow, I really am pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome, right?
Kidding.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome, right?
Well, I'm pretty awesome. I am. We are crushing it. We are working hard. There's no question.
And shout out to you. Before you came on, you were telling us about just some cool stuff that you're doing just in your network marketing business, crushing it. And you know, I want to shine some light on that because a lot of people know that, you know, this show, we started out in network marketing. This show is just about online entrepreneurs, period. So whether you do, you know, network marketing, affiliate marketing, you've got your own products, your own services, however you choose to make money online or make your own way, you know, we support it. But the cool thing I love about the position that you're going for in your business is, you know, sometimes it can sound like it's you, but you're really just helping so many other people. And, you know, that's the definition of it. You're helping other people have their wins, hit things, hit income levels that they never hit before, create residual income that they'd never had before, and do things in their life that they've never done before. So shout out to you because that's just sometimes on the outside, I know it can look like you, but it's really not. So shout out to you, my friend.
No, it is. I mean, it's amazing. It is an amazing industry where you are truly, and I know it sounds cliche, but you are changing lives and helping others achieve their goals. And that's what lights my fire for sure. And backstory, even before network marketing, is I've been a school teacher. I was a school teacher in New York City public schools. I was a school teacher outside Washington, D.C., like always working with underprivileged kids because that's where I felt like I could make the most impact. But I feel equally that I can make that same impact in a different way, right? Yeah. But through this online space for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I was a school counselor for many years. And then I went on and got my LPC, which is a licensed professional counseling degree, master's plus some. And then work predominantly with adolescent kids, but also a lot of times it's parenting and helping parents. So mostly older kids, and then there are different types of therapy. So you don't realize that before you go into therapy. We all have different modalities, different, you know, theories behind where our practice leads. My personal theory is I don't want to keep you in therapy for years. That's not my goal. My goal is to give you the wings to then go and fly, just kind of like what we do with network marketing, right? You like help your team and then you give them the wings to then go and like do their thing. You know, you give them the tools, and it's kind of that same way. So I'm very into cognitive behavioral therapy. I'm also an EMDR trained, which is trauma, eye movement desensitization, reprocessing. Can't recommend it enough for trauma. But my goal is not to keep you there. And my goal is to give you hope for the future. And so if we have to dig a little bit into the past where the trauma is, I'm all about that. Right. I don't want you in my office for a year. That's not my goal. You know, my goal is to, you know, maybe monitor you after and, do some check-ins and stuff, but to give you the tools to be successful. You need the tools to get to that point,
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in my opinion, people don't seek out therapy soon enough. It's like, it's when they hit rock bottom. And so then, to answer your question, then it's going to take longer. But if you're starting to notice some of the self-doubt or some of the self-esteem issues or, signs of depression, if you can kind of be a little bit more proactive, it helps. And it's something, in my course that I have, the Money Mindset Generator, we go through the day of a life of an entrepreneur. What are those things that you should be doing every single day in order to get your mindset in the right place? And one of the keys that I have found is gratitude. And the reason I have found gratitude, we say this like, oh, you need to be grateful, but there's actually some science behind the gratitude.
Right.
And so if you go through a cognitive approach, which is your thoughts cause your feelings, you understand that the gratitude it's really scientific, because what happens is we think that our feelings cause our thoughts, and that's not the case.
Right.
And so I'm going to give you like a quick example, if that's okay with you. So let's say you and I both, Ryan, are in high school and we stink at math. I stink at math. You're amazing at math. Okay. I get a C on my math test. I usually get D's. You usually get A's on your math test, but you got a C, right? So we had the exact same thing happen to us. I'm telling myself, I'm amazing. I'm flipping awesome. I'm going to college. Like, my thoughts they're positive, right? Your thoughts are, I'm stupid. I can't do this. I'm never going to college again. And so your thoughts are causing you to feel like a failure or whatever it is. And so we've had the same event happen to us, but we have different thoughts running through our heads. And so we are feeling differently. And so really when you're talking about that gratitude, you're really changing your thought patterns, and your thoughts are causing you to feel a certain way. So I don't know if it's necessarily gratitude that holds people back from video. It's confidence. And it's confidence to believe that they have value to give somebody, right? Like we put ourselves out there in this online space like you're teaching people to do. But then there's this stinking thinking that kind of comes in, and it's like, well, what do I have to offer? Or I'm going to look like a fool, or what if I make a mistake, or what if I say something wrong? And so it's really, it's changing those thought patterns like we talked about, but not necessarily in a gratitude way,
Right.
if that makes sense. And so, it's funny because I started it with a lead magnet, my course, like just like a short little lead magnet, and the opt-in rate to a cold audience. I mean, I know we're talking to online marketers over here. The opt-in rate to a cold audience was over 65%.
Pretty damn good.
And which is really good, right? And I was like, okay, this is a need, because there are so many people that want to do what we're doing. They just don't believe that they have value to offer, or that they can do it in a way that's authentically them, or what happens if they mess up, And so it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to see people soar. And then their confidence soar when they put themselves out there, because they're received well, and people feel like they get to know them, and their business starts to flourish, and it's awesome. I would say for anything, right? Start small. And so you want to start where you end. And so I would say, if Facebook's your platform, or if Instagram's your platform, whatever it is, practice first in front of the mirror. Then put yourself in a Facebook group with just you and your significant other, so nobody can see it. Because I know with Facebook group, you've got to like add somebody into the group with you. Yeah, you got to have 2 people. Yeah. So you have somebody that's not going to watch it, or whatever it is. Create a fake account and add that person, like whatever you need to do, right? And practice. But then here's the key. Don't watch it. Because what happens is we watch it and then we criticize ourselves. We can be our own worst enemies, right? So you are just practicing, you press the record button, you get out of that group, and then you move on throughout your day, and you do the same thing over and over again. And then finally what I always say, cover up the, a lot of times for people, at least for me, I don't know if this is for you, I like to see how many people are online, and like, oh my God, that number went up, or oh my God, that number went down. And it, and it kind of freaks you out. Cover it with a sticky note.
Yeah.
You don't really need to see people's comments, right? You don't need to know. You can go back afterwards. It helps algorithm when you go back afterwards and you're answering the questions, and then you can repurpose the video also if you're not answering questions, you know. And so it actually, it's better to not answer those questions, and it can freak you out. So just put that sticky note, cover everything. And then I also like to say, hang up a picture of your best friend, your significant other above your camera, and you have that conversation with them and you just talk to them. You have to go and reward yourselves, and it's baby steps, right? Like if you've never done live video and you are like scared, petrified, and then to think that like you can go into a 30-day challenge, maybe you can, maybe that's called, you know, it's called, it might work for you, but you know, get a few up there and then celebrate those wins and then go and do that 30-day challenge. You know, it doesn't matter how much training you have, whether you're an online marketer, a network marketer, whatever it is, if you are not working up here, this is 80 or 90% of it. You know, 80 or 90% of what you can accomplish starts in your mind, you know. And if it doesn't matter if you have all of the tools, if you've got what we call the stinking thinking in your head, you know, it's going to paralyze you from doing anything. So if you don't understand the psychology, if you don't have the confidence, if you don't have the belief, then you're not going to be successful. But the amazing thing is that you can get it. You know, it's not something that you're necessarily born with, but it's something that you can acquire, and you can acquire it quickly, and you can acquire it pretty easily if you're, you know, dedicated to the practice.
Yeah. Yo, I heard something from, do you follow Billie Jean? Any?
I do not.
No.
Okay. I have to look into it. Yeah.
So he said something that really hit hard for me. And that's like, you know, he brought up the topic of people being natural born leaders or natural born salespeople. And he goes, that's the stupidest advice you can ever get from somebody, is being a natural born anything, because everything that we know, everything that you're good at, everything that you're bad at is practiced. And and so when you're putting that label on someone, like, oh, they're just good at sales, or, oh, they're just good at marketing, or, oh, they're really good at, I mean, he was like, you can either, you know, even with sex, he's like, you can either you're going to be bad at it, and if you're bad at it, you got to practice it. And he was like, and so everything that you know, everything that you're good at is practiced. And so the dumbest thing that you can say to yourself is, oh, you know, this just comes naturally to me. You know, no, either you practiced it intentionally or you practiced it without knowing, but either way you practiced it.
Right. I mean, and we all have different starting points too, right? And that's what you have to realize, but it doesn't mean that we can't all finish on the finish line, you know? And so, you know, somebody might be naturally gifted as an athlete, doesn't mean you can't keep up with them. You know, it just means that practice has to come a little bit more to you. You know, maybe you need to practice 10 hours a day versus, you know, his or hers 3 hours a day, you know, but eventually you are going to catch up, you know, and it's about the mindset piece too. You look at a magazine, right? And so if you look at like Shape magazine, or you look at InStyle magazine, like they have this overall theme, but then when you're looking at the different articles within that theme, they have, you know, Shape magazine is going to have recipes. They're going to have fashion in it because their target audience is women, right? And so they're sprinkling in throughout that exercise as well. But it's not just all like, you know, especially those, you're branding yourself and you're not just one thing, right? And so when you want to look at live video, like I do a lot of live video on how to have the confidence to rock your business, right? I'm talking about mindset, but I'm also talking about network marketing strategies. And then I might sprinkle in, you know, like some videos of how my team overcame obstacles or whatever that may be. And so, you know, it's that overarching theme of network marketing, but I'm sprinkling in other pieces that pertain to network marketing. And that's what you want to think of when you're starting to do live video and you're creating your own. And I know I'm sure you've talked about like creating your own, you know, your own space, your own brand on social media. I'm going to add, you know, who are you hurting if you're not sharing? Because you're so unique, you're so amazing, and you've got a gift. And whatever that gift is, and if you're not speaking up, somebody's not learning from you.
Yeah.
You know, but that's again where that confidence piece comes from, because you have to believe that you've got something of value to give somebody. And I truly wholeheartedly know that every single one of us here has something of value and something that needs to be heard so that other people can learn from you. When I started in this, I don't know if you're the same way, Ryan, I was doing live video like every single day. And I was like, okay, I got to show up on live video like every single day, like nonstop. I don't think you need to do that anymore. I don't think, I definitely think you need to show up at least once a week. I say 2 to 3 times is a definite bonus. But you just want to make sure that you're consistent. That is key. I know with YouTube and, I know you're growing, I'm growing my YouTube channel, you're growing your YouTube channel. They recommend that you are uploading or doing a video every single week to help with your algorithm, right? And so it's about setting a specific number that works for you, whether it's 1 to 3 times a week, I would say. And within that, I would say consistently, without a shadow of a doubt, you show up to provide value to your audience. You want it to fit your lifestyle, right? You want it to be something that's attainable, that you say, okay, I can commit to 1 day a week. I do 1 day a week now, and if I go live again, it's a bonus, but I have committed to money mindset. And that is, that's where I've had success. It's where I feel comfortable. It's where I feel that my level of commitment is. And then I show up on other platforms throughout the week.
Right.
And I show up a lot of times, through just, content that I'm writing, not necessarily that I'm videoing. I think that people, because it's not recorded, you can't edit it, right? And so people have this idea that it needs to be like this flawless live. And that's not the case. And in fact, I'm going to say it's the opposite. What makes you relatable is who you are and the mistakes that you make. I mean, I get tongue-tied all the time, and I misspeak all of the time, but that's what we call in my family Julieisms. And so they show up, they show up on live video, but it's what attracts people to me. I mean, I get messages all the time that are like, you're just so relatable. I appreciate it so much. Like, I don't have this persona of this perfect life. Nobody wants that. That's not, this like overarching perfection is not attainable. But being relatable and being you and showing your mistakes and being vulnerable, that's what attracts people to you.
And it's the irony of that is because you are thinking that, oh, I can't do this, or if I do that, they're going to think this. And so the irony in that is like the thing that you think is going to keep you from making money is actually the thing that is going to help you make more money.
More money.
Yeah,
exactly.
So,
right. It's what's making you relatable, right? It's like,
because no one, I mean, everyone, there's people out there that likely sell the same product or a similar product or a similar service. They're in the same niche, but what's going to help you stand out? What's going to help you be more relatable? Like, people need to be attracted to you. And that's 90% of the cases, unless you have a business model that has nothing to do with you or nothing to do with your personal brand, then that's a different case. But 9 times out of 10, you do have that personal brand, that personal touch to your business. People are attracted to you, especially if you're building your business with live video on social media. So,
and if you're not, then you're taking away that like, know, and trust factor, right? Yeah. Like, you feel like Ryan because you've watched all of his videos every single week. So it's like you meet him and you're like, oh my God, like, you're my best friend. And Ryan will be like, well, who are you? But that's the power of live video. And that's what you're taking away if you're not showing up for your audience, because they're not, like, I don't care if you post a picture of yourself every single day, you still don't get to know the nuances about that person until they're on live video.
I've loved talking about this subject. How can people connect with you more? I know you said you had a YouTube channel. I know we mentioned your course. So how can people connect with you more if they want to dive in on the topic of live video, and being better at live video and having it be better for them?
Sure. No, that's awesome. That's a great question. First of all, I've got a free, and I can give it to Ryan. He can, share it with you guys. It's a free, worksheet on kind of the stuff that we talked about, like what you need to be doing in order to show up on live video. I've got my course. It is like so reasonably priced because I want everybody going and pressing that live button. It's going to expand your business. It's how Ryan has had the success that he has had, him and Wes, like your success is attributed to live video. You know, every online marketer their success, their true success has happened when they started to show up on live video.
Yep.
And so I've made it, I mean, it's like going to Starbucks for a few days, and it's like 3 coffees, let's be honest, you know.
You can trade a few coffees in. Yeah.
You got to trade a few coffees for the course, but I'm telling you, like, after you take the course, you're going to be buying like 10 coffees because your income is going to be like significantly more. And then I've got, you know, my confidence to go. It's the mindset money generator. It kind of takes it to the next level. Because let's face it, if you've not been pressing live video because of a confidence issue, it's usually, you usually need to go a little bit deeper. There's some other things that are holding you back from working your business. And so we're going to tackle all of that. You can find me over on Facebook, of course, doing my Monday Mindset every Monday. I do it for my fan page, my business page, and for my main page. And I've got a group for network marketers on the confidence to rock your business. So I pretty much have, you know, tried to spread my wings everywhere on social platforms, and then on YouTube and Pinterest. Also, I'm now on Pinterest.
We'll have to have you back talking to Pinterest, because that's something that a lot of people, I feel like, is a uncovered stone in the social media world. I mean, yeah, Pinterest, people sleep. I slept on Pinterest. I mean, I'm still sleeping on Pinterest. But yeah, heavy stuff. So, Julie, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with us and just letting us inside your world, inside your life. We appreciate it. You're awesome, my friend. And so definitely make sure you check out Julie. Will pop this episode of ILC TV up. We'll give you a link below. That way you can check out Julie. You can check out all she's got going on. You can connect with her on Facebook and all other social platforms. So, we appreciate you having here today, Julie.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here. It's been an honor, and I look forward to watching more episodes from you guys. You guys are crushing it and teaching us so much. So thank you.
Thank you. So until next time, my friends, this is ILC TV. We signing off. All right. Make sure that you get subscribed. Make sure that you are here for the next episode, and we will chat with you soon. Have a good one. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that episode of ILC TV with our good friend Julie Reynolds. Make sure you click the link below in the description box to go over to the show notes, and you can take this episode with you on our podcast, Intentional Lifestyle Creators Radio. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you can get the next episode. We pop out videos almost every single day to help you build a better business online and create a better lifestyle. So until next time, see ya.